Today I'm showing you how to make a drop like one of the greatest EDM producers ever. Of course I'm talking about Avicii. So let's go. Go into your drums and set your tempo to 128 beats per minute. And then choose electronic and house drum machine. And then have the volume just a tiny bit below middle, add a little bit of treble and add reverb to the middle. And then go into edit and put out this one. Go out and of course loop it. And if you want to, you can actually turn off the metronome. And now go to the track view, click on loops, choose instruments and all drums if it isn't already chosen, and go down to Festival Kick 5 and just drag it out. Remove it to 8 and have the volume in the middle or just a tiny bit over the middle. And add a new loop and choose almost reverse topper. You have 3 bigger lines between 1 and 2. Click on the first one and split this clip. And then split it again between 1 and 2. And remove the parts on the sides. And go into settings on this clap and drag up the speed twice. Now click on this one and on copy and paste it at the third big line before 2. But also paste the clap between these two. And then you can zoom in a little bit and just drag it in so that you touch each other. Then have the volume like a third or maybe even a fourth, and add just a tiny bit of treble. And I'll mark these, click and copy, and when you paste them one line after 2, the first bigger line, and the same after 3, and continue all the way to the end. And now add a new drum, choose electronic and deep tech, have the volume in the middle, add a little bit of treble, and also add reverb to the middle. Then go into edit and put out a hi-hat and a clap. And you'll have to zoom in. And then loop it. Then go to the track view again and choose a new loop. This time instruments and shaker. And drag out to Big Maracas 8. And on this one, have like a third of the volume. And add just a tiny bit of treble. And now add a keyboard. Choose synth bass and kindergarten bass. And turn these knobs like this. And have the volume just a little bit over the middle. And now make a clip from 1 all the way to the end. And then go into edit and add this bass line, starting over C1 on an F. And now you can switch this back, click on the screen, select them all, click on one of the green ones, copy, and paste it at 3, 5, and then add some new ones. So all together. And from 7. Now click on this one, copy, and add a new keyboard. And this time choose synth bass and substantial kick. And turn these knobs like this. and have the volume in the middle and add a lot of compression to make the volume more even. And then just paste the bass line and add a new keyboard. And this time choose synth bass and retro bass. And turn these knobs like this. Have the volume just a little bit over the middle and remove half of the bass because we already have a sub bass. And then just paste the bass line. But actually go into Edit, click on the screen, select them all and make them half size. Then click on one of the green ones, copy and paste them right after to make twice as many. And now add a guitar. And on this one, actually have the highest volume and add half of the treble. You can also remove the echo. And then again make a clip from 1 all the way to the end. And then add these chords in the edit mode. So go down here and start with an F, and you'll have to zoom in a little bit and make it half size. Now switch this back, click on the screen, select them all, click on the green ones, copy, and don't paste it at 3 and not at the first big line either, but between 3 and the first big line. And the same thing at 5. And at 7, actually add some new chords. So hopefully it will sound like this. And from 7. And you're done. And now add a new keyboard. And this time choose Other and Brass Ensemble. And drag up the attack like this. Add the volume a little bit over the middle and add just a little bit more reverb. And then make a clip from 1 all the way to the end. And then add these chords, starting on an A below C4. And remove a fourth. Like this. Switch this back, click on the screen, select them all, click on the green ones, copy, paste it at 3, and at 5, and at 7, add some new chords, and remove a fourth. So altogether, will hopefully sound like this. And now click and copy this and add a new keyboard. And this time choose Synth Classics and Rich Oscillators. And turn these ones like this. Now have the volume in the middle and just paste the chords. And add a new keyboard. And now choose Keyboards and Grand Piano. And paste the chords. And then have like a fourth of the volume and just leave the reverb. But you want to go into Edit, click on the screen, select all, and remove another fourth, and then click on Copy, paste them right after, so you get twice as many. And also go into Settings and go down one octave. And then add a new keyboard and choose Synth Leads and Super Sync Lead. And this is the first lead for the melody. So turn these knobs like this. And now have the volume in the middle, compressor in the middle, remove half of the treble, half of the bass, and add reverb a little bit over the middle. And then again make a clip from 1 all the way to the end, and then add this melody. Starting below C4. Make it 4 times smaller, and zoom in a little bit, actually a lot. If you want to, you can zoom out, switch this back, click on the screen, select them all, click on the green ones, copy, paste it at 3, and you can zoom in, remove the last 3 notes, and add 2 new ones. And then switch this back again, click on the screen, select them all, click on the green ones, copy, paste the melody, but the lowest note here, on a G, drag it up 1 octave. And then we're going to change some of the notes at 6. So remove these 4. Beep. And add these ones. And also at the end. Here at 8. Remove these 2. And add these 3. So, all together. And now click on this one, and on copy, and we're going to layer it. So add a new keyboard, choose other, and brass ensemble, have the volume a little bit below middle, add half of the treble, and a lot of reverb. And just paste the melody. And add a new keyboard, choose synth bass, and deep house bass. Turn all these ones to the left, and this one like this. Then have the volume in the middle, and also the reverb. And just paste the melody. But you will have to go up 1 octave, so go into settings, go into settings, you know, from Sweden. And go up 1 octave. And then add a new keyboard. Choose synth leads, and simple lead. And turn these knobs like this. Have the volume in the middle, add a little bit of treble, remove the echo, and have the reverb in the middle. Then paste the melody, and add a new keyboard. This time choose synth bass and substantial kick. And this is just to get that click. So turn these knobs like this. Have the volume just a tiny bit below middle. And add half of the reverb. Then paste the melody. But go into settings and go up 1 octave and 7 semitones. And you're almost done. So go to the track view. Click on loops. On instruments. And just click on the shaker again, or whatever instrument you're on, so you get just instruments. And drag out Boomer FX 37. And on this one, have like a third of the volume. And very important to remove the bass. And add full reverb. And add a last loop. And drag out my favorite, the long crest cymbal 3. And on this one, add the volume in the middle. Add half of the treble. Remove the bass. And actually add some echo, a little bit over the middle, and reverb to the middle. And now you're done, so hopefully your drop would make Avicii really proud.